everybody, welcome to Mark's Basement Arcade Chat and EM Repair. Triple action again. We did not get to finish what we wanted to do, so we're gonna do some more today. I got the iced tea. About these, I've been drinking these a lot lately because Walgreens screwed up on the price, so I bought every single one they had in stock. These are normally 99 cents, and they had them 5 cents off. So when I went up to the cash register, they all came up as 5 cents. So I'm like, these are 5 cents? And the cashier's like, yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, it said they were clearance on the thing. So I'm like, wait a minute, let me go back and get the rest of them. So I got like 12 or 15 of these giant cans for a nickel a piece. So otherwise I have 12 pack cans to drink, but since these are a lot older, I'm drinking the old stuff first. Always rotate your stock. So good. Alright, I don't know if we're going to use this little camera or not. I'm going to try to, I don't know how to get rid of this on the screen. It's driving me nuts. This little animated emotes can be disabled in settings. I can't delete that for some reason. So, I don't know what to do. But anyways, I think we're not going to do top view. I think that camera is just getting not too functional for me anymore. I think it's better for me just to grab you, stick you in a way, and show you what I'm doing on a big screen. I think that's just so much better, but we will drop the legs on this one and get it low. Alright, we're going to be right there. So if I can get this as low as possible, actually about right like that, that's like perfect. We'll work right on that drop target. Let me lock these legs in. I think that's perfect. Right there. Oh, excuse me, I got a hiccups now. Alright. As usual, my laptop is down, so everything I see, I'm going to have to look at the screen over there. So, anyways, first we're going to do is there's 2 screws that hold this entire assembly down. We'll take them puppies out and move it over here. It just makes completely rebuilding these assemblies so much easier. There, I want to get my super lube out also. I will be needing that. Hey, board dog. What's up, buddy? Just doing some drop target rebuild. And since we're right here, we might as well let's get to 3 of these lights right away. So I can get to 3 of them really easy. So we'll do that. There's one right here, here, and here. We will clean them. I can show you how nasty these are too. Bulbs. These nasty dirty, really nasty dirty, and you can't see because it's translucent. But first we're gonna get the buzzer. This is a generic Dremel from Harbor Freight. It's got a real Dremel 443 bit on it though. Alright. I'm going to use alcohol to clean these. I'm going to put a couple little drops in each one. And then we'll swish them around with the Q-tip. And what Board Dog say? LEDing, yes. Yes, I am. I'm doing a trade plus cash on this game. So we will be doing a usual Comet upgrade. This will be getting the retro SMD bullets plus non-ghosting insert bulbs. Damn it, it's just dirty. I don't know how people cannot clean these. That's just nasty. How some just dust them out. Some don't even do anything to them. This one's got a hunk of solder stuck to it. So I'm going to have to knock that loose with my screwdriver. There. Well, there. Now I'll show you how they are. Super clean, and well, you can't see because it's translucent or whatever you call it. It glows red. All right, and then we will use non-ghosting bulbs since these are controlled lamps. Anytime I have a controlled lamp on an EM, I use non-ghosting because I do not like the flicker. It was really good. I didn't have to fix any sockets really on this game yet. They all been awesome. They're not naughty. And then I'll take my blue Sharpie and we'll put a blue line on them. That way I know I did them, and then we can just skip them from now ever. One SMD, yeah, that's it's basically like one light diode. Two SMDs, two light diodes. One SMD dim, two SMD bright, three SMD really bright, five SMD like a flasher bright. So yeah, these are all one SMD. It's basically comparable to original incandescent bulb, if you want to think of it that way. Basically comparable. Alright, we're going to take this puppy apart. Yes, retros are even dimmer. The non-ghosting bulbs I am using right now, these are not retro ones. These are just regular non-ghosting warm white frosted bulbs. So I learned my lesson with those not to buy retro non-ghosting bulbs because they're a little bit too dim. For what I like doing, I think they're just a little bit too dim. And as usual, take pictures of everything. But yeah, I did find out that they're dimmer. I don't like them. Didn't like them. I have a set them slowly using in select areas on different games to get them going. Usually whenever I put a bulb in something and it's just like too bright, then I'm putting those retro ones in there. But then I gotta match them on both sides, so they match, dim on both lights. So if these are like too bright for me, I'll put in my retro ones that I got. Get the coil out of the way. I wanna get in here to get this off. So I think I'm just gonna take the switch stack off too and just get it right out of my way. It's one more thing out of my way, and then I can get this all apart and fix everything. Well, not fix, clean every part on it. There, look at that. Now we got this all just by itself. This I can buzz real quick. Alright. I need a pliers for this, so I like to take that fully apart. This right here, if we can get it to focus, it has this bent, like, it's like a chime bar that holds the chime rods down on the top. It's basically that. I'm just gonna unbend it, and then usually I can get it to come right out. It helps when the drop target's up. And there, that comes off like that, and then that way I can get this whole target assembly out. And a little screwdriver. Put my clips here. That will come out like that. I'll just take the spring off, leave the spring right there. This clip will come off here. Put that there. The washer will come right off. That. And then this whole piece will just should come right up. Yeah. This one's got a clip on it. I usually don't ever see them. That is strange. It's like a odd C-clip. I've never seen one of those on before. So alright, we're gonna have to try to, I know I'm gonna be blocking you. I have to figure out how to get that off. It's just like a C. It's exactly like a C. I need to block everything off so we can get a focus. Okay, now focus. There we go. Right here. Yeah, we'll just make you focus. Can I get it's about as tight as I can get. Anyways, there's a, it's like a C clip right here. I've never seen that before on a game. It's usually like these hairpins. It's like these. I've never seen this before. So I have to figure out how to get that off. There we go. That's it. That I don't want to lose. This will just come right off. So we're going to degrease all this and clean it. Might as well just get myself a new towel. Put these over here by Hot Wheels. That way I'm close to them. So what you been up to, Borg Dog? I've been just like extremely busy with everything and behind everything with life and just generally everything. I've just been extremely behind. So much stuff with summer coming up. Tomorrow I'm not doing anything pinball, I don't think. That's why I'm streaming today. I need to get my garden going. So, I love fresh tomatoes. Oh, you did get a new house? I remember you were talking about moving. I don't remember you actually got to the point where you did buy a new house. I know you were talking about possibly putting an elevator in your old one. So, like I said, it's been a while since we chatted. Alright, that's clean. Let's get this clean. Did I hear something drop? I don't think so. No, couldn't have been anything. So I heard a dropping noise, but there's a big glop of solder on the floor. Oh, alright, here we go. Okay. Went for more quiet. That's totally reasonable. Yeah, it is totally reasonable. I can totally get with that. See, now, our old neighborhood, I kind of liked a little bit better in ways than this one. Excuse me. Our houses were closer, so I knew the neighbors more. This one, the houses are so far apart, I only know like one neighbor. So, that's the other difference. I can't stream all day either because I gotta take my son out to eat. My wife and daughter are going to some play. And she told me that my son and I are on our own today. And he just helped me move that fun house I did. I finished it a long time ago and I delivered it a long time ago. Except it was it was in a basement. He's got an exposed basement, but to get into his basement, he's got a really super awesome, cool glass stairway that went down. And there was no way, with 2 different landings. And I wasn't even going to try to get my escalator down there. And then, so we took it out through his backyard. But his backyard is half like paved rock, grass, lawn, mud, dirt, and then nice like rock stairs. It's just all fine and perfect if it's dry, but it hasn't been dry for a while, so I told him it was done. I can bring it over. I said, but I don't feel comfortable bringing it in his basement because of all the dirt, and he agreed. He's like, why don't you just leave it in my garage? I'm like, well, I said, I don't want to leave it in the garage because, you know, I'm done with it. He goes, well, how about just take it put it in my living room? And I'm like, well, how about I take it and set it up in your living room? And you can play it in there. And then once the weather gets nice, I'll come over and put it back in your basement. So that's what we did there. So I'm going to take my son out to eat because of that. So he helps me. He doesn't have to, but I kind of make him. So this is a payment. It's cool. It's bonding time between us, which is always awesome. All right, there. Clean. But yeah, I'm glad you got your new house. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you that you found something like that. That goes like that. All right, let's grease her up. And is your game room better? That's the other thing too. You can't just buy a house unless you're upgrading your game room too. Hopefully that's going to be better for you too. Oh, I don't need to do that one. I'll just do it anyways. Alright, that's like that. I use this old towel to wipe my finger off. That clip is going to go back on there. Dave got some really nice new games. If you haven't checked him out lately, I was just over there last night. He's got a couple streams up right now. He got it's a really cool game. Oh yeah. This, I'm gonna put a little juice on there. But yeah, if I ever moved again, big thing would have to be in my basement too. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome then. How's this target going? It's going towards that. Yes. All right. So that. I would love to have like a walk-in basement. That is what's gonna shut me down when I get older. This basement, because I'm gonna have to stop doing pinball stuff. Because I'm not gonna want to be bringing customers games in a basement anymore. Oh, all right. Well, I'm gonna have to check that out. Are you just on Twitch? You're not on YouTube at all? I think you should do both of them if you can. If you can do both, at least take your Twitch videos and then upload them to YouTube. Do all your live streaming where you want to, and then just upload your videos to YouTube. That's what will be with this video, because Twitch doesn't save them, so I upload them to YouTube, and then people can watch them whenever they want later on. But I'll check that out. I'm going to try to check it out. Right. That goes through there. This will go like that. This is going to go in the garbage. I have to put that wire back in there too. Maybe that'd be easier to do. Like this. And then I got this poking out the wrong way. This will have to go back in there. Alright. You don't want to go in that way. Let's try this way then. There we go. So now we'll just take that and bend it back over with my pliers. There. There. Put the coil back on. Like that. And the coil stop. And those screws come in this way. And then we just went to Arizona for, well, kind of like a week almost. It wasn't really, we flew in Wednesday, stayed for about 2 hours, and then drove back home. So that kind of like put a big damper on a lot of stuff I had going on for that week. That will go on there like that. I have to figure out now how the wire is gonna. Yeah, right there. Yeah, okay. I hate this that I can't see my computer because my laptop, I'm just tired of it locking up. I can do like almost a partial stream and it does. Just Twitch, upload some to YouTube. Yeah. It's like, it's a good way to build, you can get a dual income off of it. Like this, you know, I do all my volunteer work for TVMGC. So the videos they just disappear on Twitch after a while. So then I upload them to my YouTube and they stay there forever. And these are working perfect. These switches. We're getting a good movement here and here. And then when we go up, see, we're getting a good movement right there. And then we're getting a good movement right here. And then when it comes up all the way, I'm getting a good movement here and a good movement there. So either way, this is working beautifully. And that's a fully rebuilt drop target if I've ever seen one before. That we can screw back down. Where's the other screw? Right there. I can screw that back down to the play field. Because, yeah, we got the bulbs and everything clear out of there. So we will wind you back. But yeah, once you get 1,000 viewers, I mean 1,000 viewers, and I forgot how many view hours. You just make money off of YouTube for nothing. But like I said, what I like about the YouTube is your videos stay there forever, unlike Twitch. Twitch, they disappear after a while. That's why I do everything on YouTube. I think Twitch pays you quicker than YouTube does. Yeah, that's beautiful. Alright, we did slingshot. Let's go to the hot stepper. No. Come on, get untangled. Mr. Stepper. I have to pull some cord so I don't unplug it. Focus. Let me get a drink. I think we're going to rebuild this stepper and then be done for today. But this will probably take half hour, 45 minutes. Anybody want to time me? Where did I put that tube? Right there. Let's clean up my area a little bit so I can work. Move power cords and whatnot. Alright. This is step up, step down, stepper. This is not a full reset stepper. This, we're going to get the up down. We're going to go all the way up and then we're going to go down one at a time. Unlike this other stepper here, if we can focus, this one here is a step up, full reset. As soon as I hit this, she's going to fly back. That's a full reset stepper. Now, Grand Prix, and I don't know who else used it, they had this stepper, but then they had another relay over onto the side here. So this could be a full step up, step down, and a full reset stepper all in one, which is really cool. Well, everybody who's watching or who's going to be watching, check out Borg Dog on YouTube. Why am I... Oh, I am subscribed with my other channel. I am subscribed with... There you go. Everybody click on that and subscribe. I was subscribed with my other account. I wasn't subscribed with this one for some reason. But now you're up to 22. This one is going to be easier because I can't get to these screws. Just to leave it where it's at and rebuild it where it's at. Normally I like to take them off, but this giant harness is running right through. Well, yeah, I guess I could. No excuses, Mark. So, everybody who's watching, let's get Borg Dog up there. But still, Borg Dog, you can still use YouTube as your personal video storage library. If you think of it that way, they can still hold all your videos, all your live streaming. You can use that as your your cloud. And if anybody asks you anything about streaming, you can just copy that and paste it into your stream. You know what I mean? It's a free video storage thing. That's how I look at it. All right, we need my camera. Yeah, no problem. I'm up for promoting. I'm actually going to take your name and write it on my list of people to subscribe. Board Dog. There. And it's just Board Dog on Twitch too, right? Throw your Twitch up. Let's everybody get that. Throw your Twitch up too. I know you can do that. Twitch. There we go. Click on his Twitch link and subscribe to that too. You don't have to subscribe, but at least follow him. Give him the follow. All right. As usual, pictures. Pictures are your friend. You can always delete these. However, pictures are always your friend. Take plenty of them. And we're reset it all the way. I am actually going to mark this though. Mark's going to mark it. So, yeah, I know you guys can't see this too good. But here's the fingers. I'm going to put a mark on this. So I know it's in a home position. So I'm going to put a mark on this right here so I know when I put these fingers back on, because it can go two ways, but I want to make sure this is on top so I know it's in a home position. Don't skip that step because you can pay, because nothing will work right and you will wonder why. Why isn't this doing what it's supposed to be doing? There. I have to get a wrench out of my toolbox. And I will show you my patented little super trick that I got trademarked and I get royalties on. No, I don't. If you try to take the screw off, the nut. If you try to take this nut off, what happens is this will spin. See how it's spinning? And it's like impossible to do. So what I do is I take my screwdriver and stick it through the hole here, like that. Like that. Now, when I turn the nut on where the fingers are, it locks this in here and it lets me loosen the nut on the back. There. Now I can get the nut off the back. Use my Market Pantry ham container to put that stuff in. We took pictures of all this, everybody. So now we can start taking some springs off. This one we gotta do next. It should be 3 to 4 winds. I've seen more and I've seen less, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. They had about 4. I'm gonna put 3 back on it and see what it does. Use my screwdriver to get the spring off. It sits in a groove on the pole here. sound effects. And now we're going to take this off here, which would be easier right here. I'll take these two screws off. Actually, we will do what's going to be easier. We will do this screw here. I think it's going to be. No, it's not going to be any easier. So we will tighten that back up. Get the switch stack straight again. I will do the other side. I have to take this arm off, and this is in a way, but there's two ways you can do it. I'm going to do it the other way. I will take these two screws off here that hold this bracket completely on. If I can get my screwdriver with the right tip on it into the screw holes. And then we'll just remove this entire bracket. Alright, come on. So now I got this bracket off. I'm going to take this off and then screw this back on. The reason why is I don't want this switch stack to fall apart. There. Now this is out of my way, and I'm free to get at this, which has one clip on it. Here, C-clip, E-clip, do-dangle, should be there. This will pull straight out now. This can come straight out now. Now we can get to all this stuff. Two screws here, two screws there. We can get the coils off, clean them up, and put new sleeves in them. This one has a ton of coil dust on it, so I feel like I'm going to have a bunch on my face for some reason. Don't know why this one has so much coil dust, but that what do you call it? Sleeve might be wore out totally, so it looks aluminum to me. Dirty. Ooh, that one came out real good. This one, who knows? Oh yeah, came out perfectly, but look at that. That is so nasty. That one's going in a scrap pile. That's aluminum, so it goes with the cans. Why throw it out? If I can get 1/8 of a cent off of it, you know what I mean? Get 1/8 of a cent off of it. If I get 8 of them, I get a penny. But it's not going into a landfill. It's at least getting recycled. I want to wipe all this black dust off before I do anything else. Like I said, I don't want to be wearing this all on my face. I'll come back with a cleaner thing. And this right here with no coil sleeve is perfectly okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Always check this screw right here. Make sure that's tight. If it's not, you can have odd, weird things happening with your stepper. These we will wipe off with the other side. And since we're over here, yuck, I need to wipe my fingers off. Well, let's wipe these off too, because these were coated in black coil dust, which is, I believe, is the, ooh, we're sharp here, is the powder from that aluminum sleeve. And I have to get my file out and clean that off the end, because it's just so, is the coil stop bad? It's not bad, too bad. The plunger is really bad. The coil stop is decent. It isn't to the point where I would personally replace it. If this was my game too, I wouldn't replace it. It's still decent. But I will clean up both with a file. I will go get a flat file right now. Alright, I'm back. Alright. Alright, so those, I will get my garbage can right here. And we will just take this. It's a little flattened, but it's not like horrendous. So I'm going to take the edge off of it, and we'll put the bevel back on, and we'll do the same thing with the plunger. Yeah, it's not bad at all. I can compare it to the other one. Yeah, they're still the same size. They're exactly the same size. It's just that one's got a little, it took a beating. Same with this edge here. Took a beating. This isn't filing, I'm slowly turning it with my fingers. This will also help quiet it down too. I like it. It's not sharp anymore. It's got a bevel to it. Yeah, this one's got a little bit too. Yeah. So now you're learning how to recondition some plungers. I'm just putting a very slight bevel back onto them. I'm taking off all the sharp, just right on the edge here. How does that coil stop? That one ain't bad. I'll still work it a little bit. These were like really mushed and destroyed. I'd replace them, but they're not. They just both got a sharp edge on them. But these are in great shape. It's just that weird. And if once I put the machine together, if these things are noisy, then they will get new ones. But I've done this before and they're good. Now on score reels, you want to put new ones on score reels because they're so noisy. Anything up in the head will be really noisy. These ones I will find out if they're noisy or not. If they are noisy, I mean like obnoxious, they will get replaced. But these aren't bad. So we're gonna try them out. See what they do. If they are, like I said, if they do make a lot of noise, I will just put new ones in. But I don't think they will. I had it on Superstar where I had a couple that were like that too, and that game is quiet. Alright, and make sure you want to wipe them off good too. That was an ultra fine file I was using. See, they're still good. Ultra fine. You don't want to use like a super coarse one. Then you're going to take off a lot of meat. But these just, they were just like, had just a little edge on them. Just enough to be out of my liking. Okay, let's get rid of that and get a clean one. This is just naphtha I'm using. there. See, that's all nice. Alright. I'll use the clean side of this and wipe this back off. And it will wipe all this off. Get all that nasty grease off. I should say powder. Alright. See, oh, that's loose because the whole thing is loose. So I didn't screw it down. Duh! Alright. That's clean. I hear my phone bumping. I had to turn the ringer off. Why is it going? All right. Now let's get coil sleeves. Put that on there. Like that. Come on, here we go. Can it go like that, or can it go like that? I'm gonna put it like that. Well, we took pictures out. Let's see if it would be any more harm's way. The way I put it. Hey, I did put it the right way. Well, golly, it did make sense to me because that's the way it was. Let's get this on here first. Tighten her up. This one went this way, like that. Let's make sure what the picture is. That one went down. Alright, it went down. There are 2 people watching me. Awesome. It went down. Down. The hell did I grab? It scared me. There's a clip I use for my magnifying eye things. I can just do this. And let's get a screw on there. And then we will bring it. Tighten it up. I want to make sure this one's tight too. Oh yeah, that was tight. Alright, we got that. We're going to clean out this hole here. Let's clean off this other side first. Now this is where we're going to make Mark Croft. This is just a green 3M scrubby pad, that's all it is. Now you can go crazy on here and put some chemical cleaner on here to clean these off. Or just use a little muscle. Scrub them off once and you're done. Or you can put that chemical on and let it sit for a while. I don't like chemicals. I don't think there's nothing wrong with them, but however, that chemical, what's it doing? It's eating away at. I don't know for sure. But this is not destroying the rivets. It's polishing them. As you can see how nice and shiny they are. Oh, I need this. I need this. Oh, I'm dropping stuff. I gotta clean these fingers off. Hold it with your finger like that and then just rub it. You don't want to bend them. This way you can just press hard on them and get these half balls cleaned off. That's what these contacts are. They're kind of like not exactly half of a ball, but kind of like a quarter. Like if you cut a ball in half and you took a slice out of each one, they are still rounded, but they're not a full like half circle. They're like a third of the ball. Use the two outer halves and then the other middle part of the ball is gone. I guess you'd have to see it to understand. Right. Those are clean. Alright, let's get that. And it's nice I can sit down and do this. Q-tip. Napsaw. This is just this isn't Mike's bottle. This is a new bottle. Mike's bottle, rubber deteriorated, and it gave up the ghost. I couldn't squeeze any more stuff. Oh, this is really clean on the inside. Look at that. So clean. I'm going to use it to clean this, which is not clean. Look at that, it turned it black. But, like I've said before, I think this is the only way to make sure your steppers and stuff are working correctly. By fully tearing apart them completely in pieces. And then cleaning them. You could throw these in ultrasonic cleaner. You could throw them in a laundry tub and put some degreaser on them and clean it. But if I wasn't on stream, I might have done that. I probably would have. It's a little faster. But I'm showing you the old way, which I do with these. Usually I'll just use some of that, what do you call it? Dawn Power stuff. And I didn't clean this first, which I should have. Which I need to. That Dawn Power wash. That stuff works great for cleaning. Getting all that dirt out that's in the groove here. This is pressed together. You can't clean it. So I've let it get coated up with naphtha, and then I flick it around like that to try to get all the dirt out of it. Q-tip. And always screw your bottle back together when you're cleaning it, otherwise you can knock it over, because I've done that several times. Trust me on that one. I just left it unscrewed too. This inside of this you don't have to oil because it's plastic, but I still want to clean the inside of it out just because. And I'm about to wash my hands off because they're just getting a little too nasty for my liking. That is nasty. It had a big glop of like grease on it. Oh yeah, icky poo. What else do I got? I got this. See, this works really good in the laundry tub too. You just, you can just degrease that so easy. Spray some power wash on it. And suds it right off. But since I'm rebuilding it in front of you, I'm just gonna hand clean it the old-fashioned way. You don't need to oil the spring either. It's by my nose. Like I said, I have a feeling I'm going to have grease all over my face by the time I'm done with this. Clean. Let's get these springs. Like I said, these don't need to be oiled. They do their job fine without eating any oil on them. Clip. Couple washers. Lock washer. Should be another. No, just that's it. All right. I have to wash. Well, not wash my hands. I gotta get them cleaner. I got so much dirt on them now. I need them clean because we're going to be cleaning. or we're going to be doing cleaner stuff, I should say. So I don't want to have clean stuff and then have dirty hands to make stuff dirty that I just cleaned. You know what I mean? Alright. They're cleaner. I need to use other soap later on and scrub them good. But they're clean. I need my liquid super lube. Alright. I only use this for certain things. I'll show you. Super lube in a pen. I use it for very, very few things. This is one of them. Since this is pressed together, I cannot get in there to grease it. So I put a couple drops of super lube, just like pen oil, like that. Now you flick it around. Now all that got behind it. And we'll wipe it off with a clean part. Clean part towel. There. It's nice and lubricated now. This. We will throw a little super lube on it. We'll put a generous amount on it. I am not leaving this on. I'm swirling my finger around in a circle, so I want to make sure it gets all around these rivets. That is good. Take a clean part of the towel. Clean. Now I'm going to scrub it all off. You can actually wipe it around the whole board if you want to, just to make the board look neat. Another clean spot. There. What I did was I left a small microscopic layer. You can see how shiny it is. On these contacts is a very small microscopic layer now of super lube. And that's all I wanted on there. I don't want a big glopping layer on to attract all kinds of dust and debris. Now we're going to have the shaft of this main gear that goes through. We're just going to clean that shaft off with some green scrubby pad. See, look at that. It's getting shiny. That you want as clean as possible. And then we're going to lubricate it with super lube again. Super lube. I might as well leave the cap off. So we're going to be using more of it. Put some on there. Get it all around. Wipe some of that off. We're going to push it back through. Now this, right there, has to be in this hole right there. The reason why this is a stop for that. As you can see, you can put it anywhere you want to, but when you assemble it back together, make sure it's in that stop position, because that's home, and that lets you know that this, with my blue mark on it right here, is home. Let's go back down on it like that. We'll put our lock washer and then a nut on it. Now we can tighten that back up. But unlike before, since we were loosening, we had to jam a screwdriver in there. That lock on there will hold it so this doesn't turn. And there, it should be tight enough. You don't want to tighten this too tight. You want this to be moving freely as possible. That's it. On some of these you can tighten them too tight. This one you can't, because as you can see in here, I still got movement. But some of them, you tighten them down too tight, these fingers will push real hard onto the plate and bind it. And that's no good. Alright. Spin that around so that's open right like that. Take this gear, well, this lever assembly. We can put it back there. We'll take the C-clip, put that back like that. Alright, now we're going to put some lubricant on this shaft here. So we got parts that are going to ride on there. Putting a decent amount on because they're going to slide. This one will go on first, and put a little bit on the back and a little bit on the front there, because that's going to slide down first. And let's spin this plunger around so I can get into it. There. And then I'll show you right here that other gear that this one will ride on that. So you can put a little bit right on there. So as it rides on top together, it does its thing. This one, same thing, we'll put a little bit right there and a little bit right there. That will go like that. That will get the short spring to hold it down like that. We will put the washer on it like that. My big spring, it's got a big hole and a small hole. Is the right one? Yeah. Why isn't it? Oh, because I'm thinking if it goes around. So put that over that. That's going to slide down and it's going to click down into the bottom there. And this one's going to click over this right here, like that. This one is going to click here and clip there, like that. And now it's not going to do anything because we never wound it. So we had four-ish. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do 3. And it's working perfect. With 3. Somebody might have put that extra one wind in there to get her to do a little bit more action because it was binding up a little bit. Now, as you can see, it's got this bracket here that goes on the other side of those. So we will take this back off. As you can see, these are all loose here. So I didn't want to just let this lay around and fall completely apart because it's doing a good enough job with the screws on it to fall apart. There. It did a good job falling apart. There we go. Okay, now I gotta figure out something here. There. Okay, now I got it. Okay, there. That liner that goes through it was not being nice. And it was pushing the leaves apart. Alright, that's going to be fun here. Getting this to line up. Good. There we go. Nice. Good job, Mark. There. Leaf goes underneath. It goes underneath, not on top. Note to self. Last one up here. Get the buzzer, clean up the contacts. Get new eyeglasses so you can see screws better. Buzzer. There we go. Alright, let's verify it's doing its job. We got the switch pushed down. This contact here. Good, you can see. This contact is closed. This one is open. That one is open. One switch. Now we got this bottom open. This closed and that closed. Tighten up this one a little bit. I think it's a thick leaf, so it doesn't matter much. There. Same with that one's not going to matter much either. Well, I can go so far. Steps down. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Stepper, you are adjusted great by far. That did not make any sense. Alright. That. Screw. What we did, rebuild a stepper and magically got it together. How did I have that wire? There we go. Just brute force, I guess. Where are you now? There you go. That one screw, I don't like how it went in, so I am gonna put what do you call it, both of these. I am putting toothpicks in them. I don't like how the holes are, so I'm gonna fix them. They just didn't feel good to me when I put the screws on. They felt way, they spun a little extra too much to me. They didn't snag and stiffen. They spun and spun. Okay. Yeah, we'll go right in the middle there. This one will go on the far edge. As soon as I get some glue to pour. That's what I like about this glue. It's so thick for me opening and closing it throughout the years. It doesn't drip. It's just there. You know what I mean? And since this is a stepper, it's a violent unit. And, oh yeah, it needs to be attached to the play field as best as it can be. Yeah, see how that stopped? That's it, people. We got, a stepper rebuilt. And we got glue stuck to the end of our, what do you call it? Oh, I just dropped a sleeve. We got new sleeves over here because I was thinking of doing other stuff. I've been using these so much for gluing. I got glue stuck all over the end of them. All right. Woo! You like that cool shirt? Gamer out. Midwest Gaming Classic 2024 people. Be there, be square. Alright. I got 3 people watching. I am gonna do. Check out the Midwest Gaming Classic. You were crooked. So I'm gonna be crooked. Check out the Midwest Gaming Classic 2024. That's who I stream for. I stream for them. This is all volunteer work. If you want to support me, there's my Mark's Basement Arcade link. Click that, or just YouTube Mark's Basement Arcade. I think I got over 800 videos. If not, I do have over 800 with what I have in the queue yet. I have 2 or 3 machines that are ready to go. 2 of them are gone already. Well, Knight Rider's gone, but that series is almost done. Funhouse is gone. Travel Time is gone. This is not the Travel Time that we're doing. This is another one. I have Blast Off right here that I'm working on. I have a Comet right there. Hollywood Heat right there. As you can see, there's Last Action Hero that started. It's on pause right now because I'm waiting for the boards to come back before I want to do anything else to it. So, Midwest Gaming Classic is the biggest gaming event of its kind in the world. It is gaming, so whatever you are into for gaming, you will find at the Midwest Gaming Classic. It isn't about pinball, it isn't about arcade games, it isn't about card games. It's about all games, so you will find a big variety of all games there. Yes, you're going to find a ton of pinball machines, you're going to find a ton of arcade machines, but you're also going to play one of the world's only, I don't know if it's the only, but it's a retro arcade. You can play all retro games. They got Ataris there, Genesis, Pong, all retro games you can play. It's a playable museum, which is really cool. If you're into card games, they got card game areas there. They got a whole library of board games you can check out and play there. It's a 100% total family fun place. You could literally walk in and leave your younger kids, not toddlers, but you can leave younger kids and just let them do their thing. And but I still recommend supervise them. But it is that safe where if a kid got lost, they would be reunited with somebody really quick, or they would be taken care of until they were found. But yeah, I feel very strong about the Midwest Gaming Classic, and that's why I do this streaming. I don't have to, I choose to do this because I love what it is and what it's about. It's about bringing all of us together that are gamers in one building and let us all unite. Even cosplay people are there, and which is really cool. If you enjoy people watching, watch the cosplay people there. It's just entertaining. So all of a sudden you'll see this big furry rabbit with a machine gun just walk past you, and you're like, okay, but you gotta have good courage and stuff like that to walk around, but they're welcome at the gaming event because that might be a video game character or a card game or Pokemon or something like that. But anyways, yes, I invite every single one of you that are watching this video to come to Midwest Gaming Classic in 2024. If you're into pinball, come too. So you can play all the latest new games. They got a big vendor hall, everything. Just click on the link there. I'm going to put it up again. Click on the link and explore the website. Now for me, I rebuild pinball machines. So if you are into learning, like what we just did there, I do more detailed, closer videos than I can do right here because I'm live streaming. But when I'm doing them on my own, I can just put the camera right on top of it and work around with it. I can pause it. I can move around for better views and stuff. So this, it's all live, so I try to do as best as I can. But I have full documented rebuilds from the beginning to end of games with gameplay and everything. So check it out. Subscribe, and it doesn't hurt. It doesn't cost nothing on YouTube. So drop me a subscribe, comments, like, all that cool stuff. And read all the video descriptions, which are all the same. But I think with that, I want you to check out Dave's Arcade on YouTube and Twitch. Travis Hoved Gaming, he is on YouTube and Facebook. Tanner Walters, he is the EM Mad Scientist. He's got a great selection of mods and stuff he does. He's on YouTube, and in his videos we'll have a link to his webpage. Bark Dog, he's on Twitch and YouTube, but he streams on Twitch. But I want him to get to upload all of his videos to YouTube for document. Check out my brother, Pinball Shenanigans. He's up in the there, hey, in Canada, yay, with his gravy on top of his French fries at Portune or whatever it is. He buys parts and doesn't look at the instructions and puts stuff together, and then realizes he needed to look at the instructions, and it's just shenanigans. Check out Pinball Wizard. He's on Facebook, YouTube, and he does TikTok. So check him out too. And Pinball Mayhem, they both helped me get into doing what I am. Ed helped me with getting into the MGC streaming, and Jeremy helped me with doing the whole YouTube. So I thank both of you for your help. And TurboGrafx 7, he streams with Dave. Hopefully he'll be back soon, full time. He's got kids that just became kids. He just had kids, another kid. So he's taking care of his child, like any good father would do. So he's taking a break from streaming, but he also streams with Dave's Arcade and on Buffalo Pinball on Tuesdays, and Fridays is Dave's Arcade stream. So I think I got everybody taken care of. And I do not know when I'm going to be back again. It's going to be a random thing. This was random for today, because tomorrow I want to rototill my garden and maybe cook out. So I'm like, I'm not pinballing tomorrow. I'm going to pinball today. And now I got to wash out my hands and stuff. And then me and my son and I we're going out to dinner, because the funhouse that was right here, I delivered it, and it was rainy and mushy outside, so I put it in his living room, and I said, when it dries up, let me know, and I will put it into your basement, because he's got to walk around basement, and it's a hill down. So we did that today, so I'm going to take my son out for dinner. Don't know where yet, but it's not going to be like a big giant steakhouse or nothing, but I could go for a steak. I really could, but I'm not gonna. Anyways, I think that's about it. I got to get to Blast Off. I probably will maybe pound a couple of these pieces out real quick and then throw it off to the side and get Blast Off back over here. I think I have to do a couple things on it, and then we're ready to go. But I gotta get the customer games out, and well, this is a customer game, and Blast Off is a customer game, and then I got 3 more customer games that are in the queue that I gotta go. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one I gotta work on. This one we're gonna stream. I did some of it, but we're gonna stream some more of it. So maybe we'll have a travel time stream. This is a cool game. But anyways, if you're watching YouTube, cool stuff on the bottom. I thank every single one of you that have watched the video this far to the end. I appreciate all of you. Without you, what I'm doing has no value. So I appreciate you all. Like here, cool stuff again. Drop me a little subscribe, follow, thumbs up, drop a comment, and I'm hoping to be back next Sunday at 2, and I'll have more pinball ideas for you. And you'll have things you'll want to talk about, and I will too. Take care, and later. Where is that end? Right there.